Hello there, and welcome to the Nintendo Club Podcast, level 51. Join me today for the first pre-Mario Kart 8 episode. We have John. Welcome, John.
Hey, Tim, what's up?
Nothing much. I understand you got to play some Mario Kart today.
I did play Mario Kart today. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think Aaron did too. I did as well on my movie marathon.
I played it yesterday.
Yeah,
you
so
played
Aaron
yesterday.
is
Cool.
also here. Welcome.
Oh, hey.
So we all played Mario Kart 8 demo at the GameStop. I dragged myself into those despicable stores called GameStop.
Me too.
And
First time in a while I've been there.
I was very intrigued that they didn't pester me to pre-order Mario Kart 8 when I was there. They didn't even ask. Which is
Yeah,
weird.
they didn't care.
So I just kind of wandered in during my movie break. I was watching a bunch of movies at a theater and just wandered over there for 30 minutes and played through all 8 courses by myself, you know. It was sadly empty. Was that the case for you guys?
Yes, mine was pretty much empty.
Yep. When I went in there were 2 people behind the counter for no reason because there's no one else in the store. There was one person who was hosting he was doing a street pass thing there. And then I walked in. So.
No, at first I tried to do a 2-player thing and the Wii remote wasn't set up properly.
2-player, were you with somebody?
Someone was there, and I asked, can I join in? And I tried the Wiimote, and it was not really set up properly at all. Some of the buttons worked, but the steering was all janky and didn't work. This is really quite a cluster mess up.
Well, it's GameStop, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure 1,000 people have used that Wii
He
remote
was
for
he was gonna
5
try to get
years.
Pro Controller for me, but the kid left by the time he came back with it. And I'm not sure the Pro Controller would work because the demo wasn't really set up for that. But anyways, I really wish the Wario Mountain was in that demo and some of the other ones, but the 8 courses were fairly nice representation.
I only played 2 courses.
Okay.
I only
should you
played
play?
one. So.
I played Sunshine Airport because I just really liked the way that one looked.
One of my first ones I wanted to play.
I forgot the other one I played on it. It was like half underwater, half not underwater.
The water park one?
It might have been. I don't remember. But it was a lot of fun. I played as Yoshi the first race, and Mario was the second.
So you didn't try out any of the new characters?
No, I don't
Pink
care.
Gold Peach or
No, I don't care about that.
the Koopalings?
No. Well, the Koopalings I'm interested in. But no, I just want to play with someone I thought would be, you know, middle of the road balance, and I thought Yoshi and Mario were.
I had a hard time judging how fast deceleration and speed were on the carts in this demo. I wonder if that's true for the full game.
Yeah, me too. I didn't feel like I was really flying as much as I thought I would.
Because there wasn't the meter at the bottom like most Mario Kart games have as far as this cart and driver have this speed with this acceleration that wasn't there.
When I played with Mario, I feel like I was a lot faster with Yoshi. I don't know if that's just because of the characters, but...
Yeah. I played with all the Koopalings and Pink Gold Peach and Baby Rosalina. I played with all the new ones. So
I could do without the babies.
the babies?
Yeah,
You can
I
have a
mean-
baby match, you know, all the babies play, you know, little baby match.
They better fly if they're babies, right? They're super fast. They're tiny.
Yeah, they get thrown off the course. They get bumped by Bowser, though.
Oh, nice.
I'd imagine, you know. So, Aaron, what course did you play?
Alright, I played the first one, the Mario one.
Circuit?
Mario
Yeah,
Circuit?
Mario Circuit, there we go.
Which is a remake, right? I believe, right? Of the
I don't know.
of which?
It's
game?
kind
I
of
forget.
like, wasn't this
I don't
one
know.
like the Figure 8 one?
Oh, was it? Might have been new then.
Okay.
But regardless,
Yeah, it was awesome, and I played a Shy Guy, and I had a really intense battle there with Wario because he was like right on my tail all the time, and then right at the end he passed me, and I turned, I did a little speed boost right past him, and I showed up in the replay, and it was awesome. Like I
so there
barely
were
won
2
that
lap
match.
courses here,
Yeah.
and the anti-gravity stuff. I played the Best Buy demo a year ago, and they didn't have the bumping to accelerate thing. I felt that was really fantastic how that was implemented, where you touch things and it'll speed you up a little bit.
I only hit like one little thing, and it wasn't another kart or another racer. It was like a bumper in the middle of the racetrack.
Yeah, they have that set up as well. There.
But yeah, it's cool.
I think it's a cool mechanic, and the whole item system felt scarier and more exciting the way it's handled now.
How so?
Well, you can't hold on the shells if you want to pick up a new item.
Oh yeah.
You have to disperse of them, which. So, did you guys notice that at all as far as the pressure to get rid of stuff and get new stuff and all that?
Honestly, it's been so long since I've really played a Mario Kart. Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, like for me though, it just kind of seemed like a little bit of the same because I was in first place like the whole match except for like a little bit of the second lap. So you typically only get those like shells and bananas, and the whole match I just had the three green shells just circling around me, and that was it. And then I got hit with the blue shell and lost them. So
the blue shells reacted in a better way. I felt that it didn't run right through me. It kind of, when it knew I was in second, kind of did the thing where it went over me and came down on the first-person player.
I didn't like how the blue shell hovered over you longer than before. It's like, come on, just hit me already. And
well, they used to make so you're better with the super horn. You're able to time it out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I got to play with the boomerang, which I'm terrible at using. I mean, I didn't do very well with that.
I didn't do either. Honestly, I wasn't used to the controls enough to feel confident in using anything. I was just kind of like, oh, which button is... No, I just kept forgetting which button was item. And
the screen I didn't look at pretty much the whole game. It was all just like I'm looking at this game. And
I forgot about this screen. I just played the game.
I didn't look at the screen either.
No.
I saw a big horn. I kind of glanced once and I saw the big horn.
You use the horn. It's so funny because if they don't have items, they do this jump thing and get scared. It's great. I think it affect their speed a little bit.
Can't you use the left shoulder button for the horn as well? I think I discovered that. Yeah. Button. Yeah, I was just pressing all.
But it's so funny when you do the horn because all the other characters kind of like look over and get scared.
I'll say I was standing really close to the T they have is like a 30-inch, and you're like pretty close to it. So
it was beautiful.
It looked really good. Yeah, it was really sharp.
Man, it looked beautiful. Like I'm used to good-looking games, but that looked hot. It looked great. Like, yeah, I'd be so excited for getting this full game because it's like I didn't remember how good this game looked. Like this is so much better than the Wii one, of course, and even better than the 3DS one as far as graphic quality.
I took some photos here.
Ooh, nice
to show. So yeah, there's the character selection screen, and that was pretty cool to have all those characters there.
Yeah, the colors were very vibrant. I felt in that screen.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And the loading screen I thought was awesome. Like,
yeah,
it just looked really cool.
I liked it too.
And then there we go. I won. So nice little trophy.
Now, what stops you guys from playing all 8? Was someone waiting behind you, or just want to?
I mean, there was no one really waiting. Honestly, I was kind of hungry, and I was on my way to get something to eat. Okay. And I don't know. I didn't want to. I wanted to get a taste, but I knew it was right around the corner, so I didn't want to overdo it. I don't know. I kind of wish I had stayed and played at least one more, but I got enough. Okay. I'm excited. I'm already excited.
For me, it was because we just picked up some chicken fried rice, and I wanted to get home and eat.
So food for both of us.
Yeah. Okay. I saw the super horn. Another character had it. I didn't see it in use ever, but I saw he was holding it up.
I used the piranha plant item.
Oh, yeah,
it was
piranha plant
cool.
So great.
But when I used it, I was really around no one in the race, so it did nothing.
I got up though.
It might have, yeah. It kind of
give you a little boost every time you jump.
Chewed forward, yeah.
But that piranha plant's so cool. You feel so powerful just running by racers and having to chomp them down, So, anything else in this game that comes out in 12 days? We're doing our next episode of this show will not be this upcoming weekend, as me and John have some family visiting,
We do, yeah.
So our next episode is planned for May 30th, in 12 days from now, when the game actually comes out. I'm taking a half day that day, and we'll be experiencing it, and that night we'll talk about day 1 with Mario Kart 8 and online and all the other things, and level 52 will be a Mario Kart Spectacular. So...
Finally, it feels like so long.
Yeah, it does.
It's so long. When it was last? It was this time last year when they first showed it, right?
It sounds about right.
Was it
the demo was out last year?
Ooh, maybe it was E3 last year. Was it E3 last year?
I think it was E3.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
So almost a year. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Whew. Yeah, Mario Kart 8. So, the reviews are out.
Oh yeah, the reviews are out.
Mostly 9s across the board, except for NWR, who, had their complaints as the Nintendo website. I feel it's funny. Nintendo sites, they played so much Mario Kart in the past, they may not be as excited for a new one as other places are. I don't know.
Or maybe they're expecting more of it. I don't know.
Maybe. Got like a 7.2 on them, but every place else was about a 9.
7.2? Really?
Yeah.
That's rough.
It is rough, I feel like, I don't know. They've been very harsh on Nintendo lately. Which,
wow.
I'm still gonna buy it, even with that review.
Oh yeah, no, this
it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 9s across the board, pretty much. You had, places that normally don't review video games reviewing this. I feel like this got a lot of good press out of that. And the reviews came out really early. I hope that does well to get people excited enough to buy it and pre-order it. I'm not sure. It's definitely a vote of confidence by having the reviews come out so early.
Did you guys see the commercial they released?
I did not.
No.
Yeah, they released a North American commercial for it.
I thought they had released 3 commercials.
I don't know. I saw one. It was okay.
Yeah?
It was fun.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be really curious to see what this will do to Wii U sales and things this month. So, live feedback, Justin. Single player was lacking, and by lacking, I would assume, NWR. It's my impression that it's the same single player we've had since the first Mario Kart, and that's why they were angry. And that's why there hasn't been a big evolution in single player. You do the cups, you get the stars and all that stuff, and
they're mad
that's
at
what it is.
Single player? They don't like the single player?
With the they wanted to do more. They wanted to change it up a little bit. It's the same exact
It's a racing
formulas.
game. Yeah, I mean,
Like
what
Sonic
racing game?
Racing Transformed had all sorts of different things.
Like what? No, they didn't. It's the same thing. You just go
No,
through
you
a
had
bunch of
challenges and
races.
stuff. You had
I
challenges.
guess. I don't know. I guess.
I don't know what they want, but they want more. I don't know. Maybe an RPG mode in Mario Kart, like Mario Golf is.
They would have complained when they changed it.
Yeah. So
What
that's.
I want is a DLC like remake of all previous maps.
I've been saying that, man. I want
Yeah, me too.
Mario Kart Anthology. Every track in one game.
Yep.
$1 million idea right there.
I mean, people would probably pay pretty decent money for download content for this game.
Yeah.
Now with the figurines, I could see some stuff happening, unlocking content and stuff through that.
So you think Nintendo's been making this game with that stuff in mind? Because don't you?
Probably
isn't-
not.
Is
Probably
that something
not.
you'd have to build into like the
Probably
source
not.
code?
You could probably update the game though. It does that.
Yeah, probably, but it seems that'd be a pretty major thing to update.
It would. Maybe that's why Smash Wii U is launching in winter. The figurines. Could that be
Honestly,
part of it?
I think there will be a figurine component to Smash Brothers. I don't think it's why it's releasing this winter. I
No,
think
they
that's,
wouldn't hold it back just for
Yeah,
that.
they wouldn't. I think that's just because that's when it's ready. But I think it's no
Well, that's a
coincidence.
pre-order bonus to Smash is you get a figurine with it if you pre-order before X date.
I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence Nintendo is starting to talk about figurines right now, right before E3 and Smash is on its horizon. So I think it's
Possible. And imagine this. You know how we talked about how's the 3DS and Wii U going to hook up? Well, if you have the figurine, you can take your characters over, that save file over or something. I don't know.
just kind of move them back and forth in between.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Have you guys seen the little NFC adapter for the 3DS? Because I have.
Yeah. It's pretty
It's like a
simple.
little disc thing, right?
Yeah, it's like it seems like an IR. It pushes IR signal to the 3DS. I think that's how it communicates.
I guess they haven't said how much that would cost or when it would be out.
I don't think it'll be. Well, I don't think it'll be too much, but let me think. How much do you think these figurines will cost a piece? $10? $20?
I think 20 a piece.
Really?
15
They're
to 20.
small. They're small little things. They're not as big as Skylanders.
Depends on what they're doing.
Yeah, we'll
if
see.
it's really awesome, they might be able to get away with charging a lot.
So, any other Mario Kart 8 news to discuss before we move on?
No, we kind of have that thing that we can talk about that you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, so there are these journalists. I use quotes because they say they're journalists some days.
Are we podcasters with quotes?
Yeah, the link baiters. You know, they throw out their nets and see how many fish they can catch. And they didn't catch me on this one. I didn't click on this one because I knew it was just like, seriously, you idiots.
What is it? Oh, no, not this race thing, is it? Oh, God.
No.
What?
This is to do with Mario Kart. Oh, that too. So what do you want to do first? You want to do the racism in Mario Kart 8?
No,
I didn't hear of that one.
You didn't hear that one?
No.
Oh, boy. What can be more diverse than all the Koopalings of different skins, colors, and genders, and...
So there's
metal characters.
There's someone, I think he might be, I don't remember who it is, but someone is making uproar because Nintendo is, there's not enough skin color diversity in Mario Kart.
Oh, you got pink, you got pink gold, you got metal, you got Bowser green. I mean, it's very diverse. That's what I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a Mario
silly.
game.
It's silly. Yeah,
it's like, why is it Mario, an African American plumber now?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like going up to a bunch of Japanese ninjas and being like, "Why aren't you got any black people with you?" I'd be like, "Because we're ninjas. Why do you think?" It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Don't go up to a bunch of Italian people. Why aren't there any black people with you? Well, we're a bunch of Italians. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's something. It's link bait, like you said.
So that's one of them.
What's your other one?
Any final thoughts on that one, Aaron?
It's stupid.
No, I have no thoughts, yeah.
Okay, the other one. Oh boy, Mario Kart 8 will be the lowest selling game in the franchise. And they showcase this by showing number of people with Wii U's and the average percentage of attach rate. And they base the previous games off of the entire system's life and console sales and game sales. And they compare Wii U with current console owners and percentage at 25%, which... So first off, they're doing this article based on the fact that no one's ever going to buy a Wii U after this, and, Mario Kart 8 won't sell systems. And they're also doing the fact that only 25% of Wii U owners will own this, and I feel that in this drought, it'll be more like 50 to 75%.
You say that, but didn't we mention last week that only a third of Wii U owners own Mario 3D World?
But 3D World doesn't have mass appeal like Mario Kart. This is the biggest... Mario Kart and Smash are the two biggest games on the system.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Mario sells more than
3D
Smash.
Mario games never sell all that hot. And 3D World was the best-selling non-pack-in game.
But I remember, as we talked about a couple months ago, when people were picking up their Wii U's to play Donkey Kong, they were saying they were also getting it for Mario Kart. So, I think it's going to be a pretty big deal.
So, yeah, this is the biggest piece of link because every article they get right is Pikmin 3, it's going to be the worst selling Pikmin because it's on Wii U. Every single article, they can make an article a week is this is going to be the worst selling. I was waiting for, Halo 5 predicted to be the lowest selling Halo game because it's on Xbox One, and compare it to these numbers at this date, it's just... Really? This is not journalism. This is stupidity. It's stating the obvious.
It's silly to project lifetime sales of a game that's just coming out.
And regardless, it's stupid link bait. It's... They just gave... So, in one breath, it's like, Mario Kart 9, amazing game. Then, 10 minutes later, this will be the lowest selling game. Here's some charts that show us why we're so awesome and special and why, this game not doing anything. It's ridiculous. Polygon, you guys can burn in a fire.
Oh, I thought we were not going to say their name.
No, Polygon's a piece of trash dirt that they need to go and start reporting on movies.
Hold on, I've never been to their website. I'm gonna go to it.
They're trash. They're a Verge subsidiary.
Verge isn't that bad, is it?
Well, they do some link baity things, but
Gizmodo does some leak baiting.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They're the worst. I don't go to Gizmodo like for anything. Even if it sounds interesting, I'm like, nope, sorry, I just can't
they have
do
a great designed website, but
it's okay
50-50. They have some good stuff, but half the stuff is just trash link bait. It's sad.
Now to do a Tim style segue.
Speaking
of
the
worst selling games in franchise history, Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 4 will have the worst sales in franchise history on the Wii U.
It's so sad, Aaron. It's so sad.
Oh no, because they won't exist. Yeah.
There's 2 Assassin's Creed games coming out this year. None of them are coming to Wii U.
Yeah.
I say that, but I haven't really played Assassin's Creed 4, which I own. I got tired of it pretty fast.
I got tired of it pretty fast, too. And it was my first Assassin's Creed.
I bought it.
It was awesome. I think I was more upset about the Far Cry, not so much because
What is Far Cry? I've heard this name before. I hear it's a big thing. I've never played one.
It's like a survival game.
It's like Turok without the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Or maybe there are dinosaurs. I don't know.
I think there was in some earlier Far Cry's, but the most recent Far Cry 3 was like one of the best games I've ever played as far as like, I mean, if you kind of split my games up into like, first person kind of action games, yeah, that was.
You're talking about the last one that came out?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
awesome.
It got a lot of people really liked that game. I never played it, but
evidently some European site said Watch Dogs Wii U. Some retailer said it was coming out in June or July. I have no idea if that's accurate or not.
I did see a release date, June 30th or something like that.
That seemed... I thought it'd be coming out this fall for Wii U. That'd be exciting if it came out in June.
Maybe they'll surprise. Like, sorry, we delayed it. There you go.
Yeah.
Surprise.
But, I mean, I think a question is, this winter, this fall, are there going to be any third-party games on Wii U? No. It will just be first-party stuff and second-party stuff.
And fourth party.
What's fourth party?
It's those really rare games. Those like the bootlegs. You find.
Yes,
people are bootlegging Wii U games. They're that. They're that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no Assassin's Creed. There may not be a Call of Duty. That's unconfirmed.
Oh, wait, we're getting Sonic Boom, right?
We are getting Sonic Boom. Is that summer? Is that fall? When is that coming?
I bet that would be like late summer, like August, September.
Nah, I'm excited for Sonic Boom. Made by some proper developers this time.
It'll probably suck, but
this will be a traditional Sonic game. You'll be fighting and with your fists instead of jumping into the terrible thing.
Oh. Yeah, it does sound terrible.
It's gonna be like
really bad.
Crash Bandicoot reincarnated with Sonic Boom.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Which I love that.
It might be good. I mean, it's a game, right? We got that game.
Yeah, it's made by good developers.
It's Sega. It's made by Sega.
No, it's made by an American studio.
But
it's like the retro of
is it not Sonic Team making this game?
No, it's made by the guys that made Jak and Dexter and those Sony first-party games.
But Sega's publishing it, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
All right. Here's how I know it's going to be a bad game, because when all you can say is at least it's a game coming from the Wii U, like that's how you know it's going to be bad.
Hey, don't diss it till you try it or see some extended footage of it.
I don't know.
Could be really fun. It looks beautiful.
Well, I don't know. It looks more like a 1950s mannequin model for all the characters.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting Shovel Knight soon.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. When's the release date for that?
No
one knows.
Within weeks.
We got Scram Kitty last week. Does anyone?
Oh crap! I was going to download that. No, I forgot. It came out.
I've not put that one up yet either. I've got $3 left from my Best Buy gift cards, so I'm saving that for Tomodachi Life. So after that, I'll start spending my real money.
No, Scram Kitty looks fun.
It does. It does. I hear it has a steep learning curve though.
Oh, speaking of some game releases. We got news that Flappy Bird's coming back with multiplayer. I know some people are into that.
I am the best at Flappy Bird. I have a high score of like 120.
Yeah, you can play with people around the world. Yeah.
I'm pretty great, but I think I'll miss out on this update.
You miss out. It's probably gonna be free. So.
Is it going to be
Yeah,
less?
probably.
Is it going to be less addicting? Because that was too addictive.
It's gonna be more addictive.
So,
It's gonna have
at E3, do you think
competition.
we'll see any third-party real at Nintendo except outside of indies?
It will. We will, but it'll be like crap. I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know.
see a Cooking Mama.
Cooking Mama Wii U. Oh man.
Sounds so bad.
I just don't understand why Nintendo just doesn't go to, a few select third-party publishers and say, hey,
You got Hyrule Warriors coming.
here's some money, make something cool just for us. I don't know.
I wonder if we'll have more Hyrule Warrior type projects of second parties making stuff.
When do you think that'll be out?
It's coming out this summer in Japan, so I'm not sure when it'll hit the States.
I bet we'll get a Just Dance like 18.
I'll tell you what I want. I want Wii Fit U DLC for more exercises.
We're gonna get We're gonna get Wii Sports again. That's what they're gonna call it. Wii
Well,
Sports again.
they have
More
artwork
Wii
for
Sports.
retail release in Japan, and the retail release shows all 5 games in there. So I'd imagine those might. Those could be released. Both those sports released during E3.
Yeah, what happened to those things? Kind of forgot about it.
So boxing,
So did
and,
Nintendo.
well, boxing and baseball. So that could come out.
I want to play some baseball.
That could come out.
Baseball is the worst, man. You can't do anything. It's like hitting and that's
boxing,
it.
they'll
Baseball was
probably
the
use
best.
2 Wii remotes, right?
Hopefully, use your gamepad.
I'm not using my gamepad. I'm not breaking my gamepad for boxing.
You gotta punch the touchscreen, man.
I'm not doing that. Not doing it. So,
Okay.
let's dig into.
I think you're off your game.
Let's get into Microsoft having weirdness this week with another 180.
Okay, you say it's a 180. I think it's in the right direction. So if they were in the wrong direction
So
with their
Microsoft
180,
has now gone from
Something they planned the whole time.
their initial system with like digital only, online only, Connect, and all that stuff. They've gotten rid of the last remnants of the old guard. It's like we're just gonna copy PS4 with same price. No unique features because the Kinect's needed for all the IR blasting for the TV features and stuff, and we're just gonna sell for So, Aaron, do you want to get into this? You're an Xbox One owner.
oh yeah, I'm gonna get into the first part. It was okay. They should. I mean, for a lot of consumers, it didn't seem like the right thing. But I think if you come out with a console and it's like, yeah, we're gonna make it revolve around the Kinect, then stick with it. Like stick with what you're doing. Don't like just wait a few months and then drop it, because then it makes your console look like a failure, and it's not like what you had planned isn't working. Like at least
And
go
you
a
won't
few
have developer
years.
support of Kinect anymore.
Yeah, and then at least go a few years and then say, okay, we're going to have like a way cheaper version, that will have a smaller hard drive and won't come with Kinect, just for the people who just want to get it, and not use Kinect. But yeah, because now it's like people who got it, at launch, like, well, why do I even have this Kinect? And then no one's going to use it. It's stupid. This is exactly what we talked about.
Why did I pay $100 for this Kinect that's now useless?
Yeah.
I say now useless, but what I mean by that is that now no developers will support and make cool things out of it. That it's basically a big microphone, which why the heck I can't do that in the controller is beyond me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think all developers are just going to stop making Kinect
Yes.
games because of this?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
5% of the whole user base, I think, will have Kinect. 'Cause I don't think it'll go past that. Maybe 10%. It's me very small. Limited.
There was a lot of 360 Kinect games, and only a small percentage of those people had Kinects,
No one's
right?
making new ones though. Kinect
That's because it was a new
fad.
thing. They're like, oh,
was a
wow,
fad.
Kinect, let's make games for this. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fad.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Kinect's stupid.
Yeah, they're gonna sell standalone Kinects for over $100. So
Okay, I've never used Kinect.
No, I don't think it's stupid. I just think what they did, that was a bad move. I mean, but
they
the other
didn't
part
support it.
is
They
what I
didn't-
thought was the right
They didn't make
thing to
cool
do.
games out of it. They didn't. They didn't prove it. They didn't.
Is it? My question is it really worth $100? A little microphone and a camera? Is that really worth $100? They couldn't.
Does it cost that much to make?
Yeah, could
Really?
they really not cut the price and keep the Kinect in there?
Well,
Really not.
what I think of it is you compare it to the cost of a controller. The controller is what, like 60 or 65, something like that? 70? I don't know.
That's true.
But it seems like this, has a
You know,
lot
it's
more
profit
in
in
it.
this controllers though. It's got to be like pure money.
Oh, yeah. Just like a few buttons that connect to a battery.
Either way, this is going to boost the sales of Xbox Ones.
It's got to. I mean,
Yeah.
now they'd have to re-engineer the whole user interface because that thing's not ready for controller-only input.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there is a feature when you join someone's party, it snaps something to the side, like you know how they have that little snap feature, kind of like Windows 7. Now, the quickest way to get that off your screen is to tell it to
Snap
just like
off.
remove it. You say unsnap. You say unsnap. Okay. So
Unsnap.
yeah. So you do that. But if you are going to do it with your controller, you have to like go back to your home screen. Like hit the home button, go over to the little snap thing, and hit start, and then hit close. It's like a huge process, and it's terrible.
Aren't they selling Xbox without Kinects already? Like, can't you go buy one right now?
Yeah, that like just started. Like
No, June 9th is when they go for sale.
Oh, but you can
The first
pre-order
day of-
it, though,
the-
right?
The first day of E3,
Oh, okay.
coincidentally.
So you think there'll be a software update that fix all these?
I would hope so.
they've been having software updates every week, or I mean every month that like fix things.
Yeah.
Hey, it's,
Now, this,
least they're fixing them.
I mean, so June 9th is when this gets released. That coincides with E3. Do you think they'll do anything out of the ordinary because of that launch date? Any announcements, so to speak? I don't know.
I mean, it's E3, so they're going to have announcements, right?
I would hope so. That makes sense. You know. But it's no longer ubiquitous. It'd be like the Wii isn't like say the original Wii wasn't successful. It's like we're gonna ditch the sensor bar and Wii remotes and just go with the regular controller.
I mean, that's what people want Nintendo to do that with the Wii U. People are saying ditch the tablet and just go with the controller.
That's ridiculous. I'm glad
Yeah, it
Nintendo
is.
hasn't done that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine what it would be like. I mean, what would that look like for the Wii U? I mean, people would be like, "Well, that's a piece of crap," because they already think that now.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's not selling, so you're just going to drop this stuff. And
You lose all uniqueness of your console and you become a bland Me Too product.
yep,
Which is what Microsoft has essentially done. Imagine if they stuck to their guns and did the online check and all that other stuff and did their original vision of sharing the family share plan where we can share games. Imagine if they did that. You'd have three competitors doing all different things. I don't know if that would have...
yeah,
worked out
that's
for
the
them.
thing. Like, I mean, like I say, if you kind of start on like a path, you need to stick to it to see like where it ends up, because you're just gonna do what everyone else wants you to do, and that's not successful. I mean,
I was
that's not-
watching The West Wing today, and...
This better be good.
You know,
Yeah.
good show. And I can't help but remember this quote of they're doing polling after a speech. This is in season 2 of the show, and Josh Lyman says the speech didn't go over well. We got to tone it down and do things more because of this demographic. And then Joey Lucas says, no, this tells you have to do more of it and really be a leader instead of just following your people to do whatever they tell you to do, kind of thing. Probably
Nice.
not the... So, kind of good analogy that Xbox and Microsoft just doing what the loud minority are saying.
I mean, they definitely. I mean, their original vision. They've been doing this since the first day they talked about the Xbox One. Originally, it was a whole center for your entertainment, and you just talk to it, and it would give you television and all that. And literally the next day, they stopped talking about that after people got upset. So literally, Microsoft's been doing this since day one of the Xbox One, just trying to fit into what people want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of speaking of that, it just made me think, like, what are they expecting? Like, they're just going to throw out all these different ideas and, like, whatever sticks, and that's what they kind of go with.
Kind of what they're doing, yeah.
Then it's like, well, then, I mean, it's just dumb, because then you're never, coming up with anything unique and original. It's just, I mean, look at, like, Nintendo. Like, they do something, they stick with it, and it's awesome. But nobody else is brave enough.
Pretty much. I mean, it's sad, but pretty much.
But they did do something that was right, though.
Are you a gold member, Aaron?
I am a gold member. I'm debating on what to do here.
So,
Oh man, this was a long time coming.
So first off, before we get to the really good stuff, you, Aaron, will be getting Forza 5 and Rise Son of Rome for free.
What?
This June.
I was going to get those games like this month because I've been wanting to play them.
According to the stuff I've been reading, is those will be 2 free games coming in June to Gold members.
Awesome.
I would verify that before you don't buy them, but I think that's...
Or I'll just wait and I can get them cheaper.
That's what I read. So that's cool. So they're finally giving away new games that aren't 10 years old, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So get to the good stuff, Aaron. Finally we can stop making fun of Microsoft for this thing.
Yeah, Xbox Live Gold was it was kind of justified cost. It's like, well, I can do
it
all this
wasn't.
other... Wait,
behind a
just
paywall?
listen. Just hold on.
A paywall behind a paywall behind a paywall.
I'm paying to get some more features. Wait, hold on. If you just tell somebody you have to pay to get these other features, then it's like, okay, it's not that bad. But then when you say it's $60 a year, then it's like, well, that's kind of a ripoff because you're already paying for other services and you can't access those unless you have gold. But finally, they're getting rid of that, and you can use those services without gold.
Is this 360 as well?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's silly
doing
that
refunds.
You had to have those anyways.
And if you want a refund because all you were doing is paying for gold to stream Netflix, then they'll give you that.
Yeah.
Which I would laugh at anybody that paid for gold just for streaming Netflix.
There was people I know that they didn't pay for gold just for that, but it ended up being that because the Xbox One has no games. So that's what it ended up turning into. It was just watching Netflix.
So that's another good point. This price drop will do nothing for them if they don't have any games coming out. Hopefully A3 will... I guess their hope is June 9th, price drop, and, well, a bunch of new games to have people buy the console because of that, right?
You think new games will launch June 9th? Because I see them more coming out like this
They'll be
fall.
announced. People will excite and buy a console, maybe. I don't know.
They don't buy Nintendo's consoles when when they're excited. I don't know.
I don't know. I see
What
Nintendo
shows
actually
me
launching
that-
some games that week, but...
What shows me that they don't have a lot of games planned for the Xbox One yet is that like Elder Scrolls got pushed back. The next big game that's coming out is
I think Elder Scrolls got pushed back on all the consoles just because they're trying to figure out how to make MMO, a paid service, work on
I mean, this
consoles.
isn't part of my reason, but I mean, it just did get pushed back.
Okay.
So that was one of like the bigger games. And then we haven't really heard much about a lot of games for it. And then all of a sudden they come out and they're like, oh yeah, Halo's coming out in 2015. Fall
I thought it was
2015.
2014.
No.
Okay.
Halo 5 comes out next year.
That's where he's dressed up in like a tunic like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then to tie
maybe he'll
people
have a lightsaber in this one, Aaron, because Star Wars Episode 7 launches. So they'll have like Halo.
He already has
Star
an energy
Wars.
sword.
Yeah. He has a sword already?
Yeah, there's an energy sword.
He has an energy sword?
Mm-hmm.
How did Lucas not catch that?
Have you not? What? Did you not?
I thought
play
he had the
Halo
blaster,
1?
the energy blaster thing.
No, there's an energy sword. That's what it's called.
Wow. Where have I been on my way?
But yeah, then they're like, there's going to be a Halo Master Chief collection, which comes with games 1 through 4 that releases this fall. And then it's like, well, I think that's all they got.
That's a
planned.
lot
That's
of
the
gameplay,
big-
right? I imagine.
Yeah, it's quite. I mean, the
Story
games
mode
aren't
alone?
as long. They're probably like 8 to 10 hours each. So
And multiplayer will be fully functional on all these for online?
I don't know what they're going to do with the multiplayer. I think they will probably only have one multiplayer.
Would they
Is
choose
what I'm
Master
assuming.
multiplayer.
Oh, I'm hoping that they choose 3 because that was 2 and 3 were like the best, but I'm sure that they're probably going to go with 4, and it's terrible, and I probably will never play online. So
There you
Why
go.
is 4 terrible?
because they added in all these features, they tried to make it more like Call of Duty, and they added in like loadouts and stuff.
It wasn't
to where-
made by Bungie either, was it?
Yeah, they tried to make like loadouts, and they gave your character like special features depending on your class. So you have like an airman that had like jetpacks, and you had like a shield guy that could like.
Aaron is under attack by SWAT.
I don't know what that was.
He's
It's like
leaking some Halo
somebody
stuff, and
drove by
Microsoft
like
sticked him
really.
on there.
Somebody drove by really loud, and it was crazy. But yeah, there was like a shield that like you could get in like this crouch down mode, and no one could like hurt you for like a long period of time, and it was like it really slowed down gameplay and it didn't make it fun. Yeah.
Shame.
So, Alien Isolation will be coming out to Xbox One this fall.
And you'll be getting an Xbox One?
No, PS4. Yeah.
You're gonna get a PS4?
If I was gonna get one of the two, I think PS4 would be it.
Yeah, me too.
If you get a
Microsoft,
PS4,
you know.
I'm gonna get a PS4.
I'll probably
Really?
get a PS4 this fall.
I'll have all
I
three.
think we're gonna be a PS4 club.
Start another podcast.
No, I mean we'll just do that on the side. Yeah.
Because all you're gonna get is one game. You're like,
Well, Alien
this
Isolation
week
is
in
all I
Alien
need. There's no
Isolation.
other games I'd want except for I'd get Last of Us remastered.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
I
haven't
need to
played
get
that
that
before.
game. I've been wanting to play it again.
But Alien Isolation, man, H.R. Geiger passed away this week, the creator of the designs, and that's pretty sad. So, gotta get me some Alien Isolation to pay homage, you know. Anyways,
Homage.
yeah. So, any more Microsoft stuff you want to talk about, Mr. Aaron?
Oh yeah, since we were just talking about the Xbox and PlayStation, there was this little study came out. The Wii U uses the least amount of energy of all the consoles here. Let's see, and 40% of the usage of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 comes during its sleep time or its standby time or whatever.
It's quite a sleep, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's like
It's very restless sleep.
doing all its work while it's off.
Not only that, the Wii U is the only next-gen console that uses less power than its previous-gen console.
Really?
Yeah, the Wii used 40. I'm looking at this chart now. I think it's the same one you're talking. Yeah, the Wii
used more?
The Wii U uses less energy than the Wii did.
Wow. What about the Wii Mini, you know?
Considering it has no online, probably.
I'm
Probably
kind of
nothing.
joking, but that's kind of remarkable.
It's cool.
It is cool.
I think Nintendo had that as like a. And Nintendo made that like a priority. I
It
think,
was a
when they
design
were-
goal, very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were criticized at first for it, maybe still today, because it's like, it could have been more powerful if you didn't care about, you know, energy efficiency.
I'd rather not pay while I'm not playing.
That's a very good point. You know.
And it could be giant and ugly and loud too, but it's not.
Yeah, could be like look like a VCR from 19.
Yeah, that Xbox is pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Well, at
It's-
times it looks okay because I'm like, that looks kind of sleek, but it's also weighs like 45
Sleek?
pounds.
Oh God, it's not
So
sleek.
that looks like
Oh,
a sleek
okay.
cake.
Wait, just think about it in terms of like, it looks kind of, stylistic. It's just like very simple.
Sure. Sure.
It's hard for me to think of it sleek. Have you ever seen, like, when you see the comparison between a PS4 and Xbox One, it's like ridiculous how much bigger it is.
Well, yeah, I've never actually seen the two side by side.
Oh
so I don't
man,
know.
you should Google it right now. It's
I don't know
kinda
if I want to.
It's kind of ridiculous.
So, I overheated my Apple TV the other night. Have you guys
Yeah, how did that happen?
It was my projector combined with my receiver, and
How hot does it get in there?
it was pretty hot, you know. It was toasty.
Do you have it all inside like a...
No,
like-
it's out in the open. I moved it.
What?
It was right on top of the fan output from the projector, so it's pushing all this hot air right into it. I didn't know it was possible. But anyway,
Yeah.
This is the first time it's happened?
Yeah,
Or were
first time. I
Were you
moved
doing
it.
anything special? Oh.
I just moved it to a different spot. That I
You need to
liked.
give it a drink.
No, that'd break it. So let's move on to the most important gender news of the week, and that is in Smash Brothers, you'll be able to play as the girl villager.
Okay, I was making sure I heard you right. Gender, not agenda. I was like, what are you talking Okay.
Yeah. So who's excited to do some netting with the girl, the girl Smash fighter?
Sure.
Nah.
I
Honestly,
probably will
I'm
play as the
never
guy
gonna
because
use her.
that's who I play as in my actual game. So
There's a lot of characters in this game that I will only use so that I can get them onto my roster, and then I'll never play them again.
Animal Crossing's one of those because that guy is awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to play as the villager.
He's gonna be great. He has his nets.
I wish that they would have a me. That would,
That's gonna be in there.
No, I want to see a me, and then all the Mii's have
No.
the same moves, but you just get your own me.
Like karate.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
I am still worried Game & Watch is gone, because I really like Game & Watch.
Game and Watch. I never really.
Imagine
liked
if the figurine thing, you could submit your me to Nintendo and have a custom built one sent to you.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome. I'd pay $100 for that.
You pay $100? Don't say that, because then I'm going to have to pay $100.
For customized me, that's me.
I'd pay $100 for that.
Custom printed out for me. Yeah.
I'd pay $5.
I'd probably
See,
pay.
you say $5, and then they'll hear it, and they'll be like, "Oh, $5. Charge $5." That's what they're.
I'd pay a lot for it if they charged a lot. I'd of course welcome lower cost, but that'd be so cool having myself as a me. And
maybe you should make yourself buy a 3D printer.
well, it's not the same because I don't have the NFC thing. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but you can make it like you would get the Mario one, and then you would
But I want the NFC figurine thing where my save goes to different things. Yeah. Anyways, there was a Pokemon announcement this week from Game Freak. They announced a Pokemon, an event Pokemon in France. So this new Pokemon Center in France has a Vivillion that looks like a Pokeball. And you can only get this Vivillion in France. So guys, I need to do a Kickstarter so I can fly to France to get me that Vivillion, because I'm a Vivillion collector. This is Pokedex number 666. This will be the 19th variation, and I want it because it looks awesome.
So, should we send money to your PayPal?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm half kidding, but that'd be awesome to go to France to do that. But
Yeah, if you want to give us all 3 tickets to France, for us to get
that'd be
these,
great.
that'd be awesome.
3 tickets to France. That's probably about $10,000 round trip.
We're actually planning our wedding and honeymoon right now, and we're gonna go to Europe. This is not until next year, so
I almost sound this. Event
yeah, this is until next year.
Should speed up that wedding.
I may be able to get over there and find somebody with that and trade it. Maybe.
I'm sure I can find one on eBay once those come out.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to
I'll
do
pay
it.
absurd amounts for it, I'm sure.
Oh, that sounds so cheap. Buying
It
Pokemon.
does, because it'll probably be a clone. I don't want more clones. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I was wondering how they were going to... So we got leaks of these Vivillions that's in the game code. And I was wondering, it's like they're not adding new regions. So they're just going to do event Vivillions, and I hope they have this event in America at some point. Because that'd be super lame if only the French get this Pokemon.
But it was kind of like a French game.
So what? I want them.
Every country gets
Gotta
their
catch
game.
them all. You know? Now, Nintendo is launching their first mobile app, guys, and it's not for Mario Kart 8. It's gonna hit Japan. It's already out in Japan, actually, for Android.
This app is worthless.
This app is a bit bizarre, I gotta say. Very bizarre.
What is it?
Aaron, explain this.
Basically, this is an app. It's in Japan only. It is...
Android only.
Yeah, it's Android only. And it's like a tethering app. So basically, it just kind of walks you through setting up tethering from your smartphone to your 3DS, which is which you can already do, which I've done with my iPhone, and it's not hard at all. It works like every other device.
It's pretty
So I don't know what they're going to...
Oh,
Pretty
man.
Does
good
it just
app.
show screenshots?
It's classic Nintendo.
Oh, God.
I don't think they intend this to be the mass market app, but maybe they did. Maybe it's hard in Japan to set that stuff up. You never know.
I can just imagine,
Yeah, they're terrible at electronics in Japan.
while it's waiting for your, it's like waiting for the tethering to get started up. It has, Mario, running along, jumping up and
that's
collecting
kinda
coins. I don't know. I'm just imagining. I don't know what it is.
This is what they've been working on, guys.
Yeah, this is... Look at this, investors.
We'll have to wait
we've been at it.
5 years before AT&T agrees to let this out. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It's their first attempt at an app.
Dude, this Titanfall Xbox One is ugly.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. But the white Xbox One is awesome.
There's
I
a
want
white
one.
Xbox One.
Oh, yeah. Look it up. And look up the controller and stuff. Apparently, it only was released to Microsoft employees, and it says I made this on there. So, pretty cool.
Any of those on eBay?
Oh, yeah. Super expensive.
I can imagine.
Whoa.
I saw some for more than $1,000.
It looks a lot nicer than the...
Yeah, it does. I don't know why they didn't just come out with a white one. Everybody likes black. I think white's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So-
is really nice.
The Titanfall bundle didn't really move a lot of systems. This $3.99 thing, I don't think will do much.
I think it will.
Yeah, I think the 399 will. I know
It'll
some
have a
people
jump
who-
start for sure.
I don't think the Titanfall did because it came out on the 360.
Yeah.
They waited. They should have waited much longer for it.
That
to
was
come
a
out on
terrible
360.
idea because that was
it was.
like that was the only game people would want to get the Xbox One for like
terrible.
a long time, and it's like,
Terrible
oh wait,
idea.
you don't have to get the Xbox One. Just
Yeah.
get...
I was surprised when I heard it came out so soon. I was like, wait, really? They didn't even give it 3 months to like breathe or anything. They're like, no, screw it.
And I was looking, the trade-in value for Titanfall on Xbox 360 is worth more at GameStop than the Xbox One version.
Of course it is.
So, yeah. That was a
I
bad
was
call.
listening to the One Up Yours podcast on this is an old episode from the it's a podcast that basically gathers up old podcasts that got discontinued that are pretty awesome. It's called This Year. It recaps the best podcasts. So, and I was listening to the period with the PS3's launch year, and it's pretty remarkable to hear how terrible that console was doing firsthand back then.
It was $600.
And it was hard to develop for all this other stuff. Like, it was, man, and there was all this talk back then, too, when they launched the Slim or whatever. It's like, no, this is totally bogus. They're not going to launch a non-backwards compatible PS3 because it's all software-based. It's not hardware-based backwards compatibility in PS3. So and then, a couple weeks later, it's like, really? So, I don't know. It was just kind of interesting, PS3 was once a total failure. Anyways. So, what's next, Aaron, on your list?
Let's see. Next I have a little interesting thing that came out this week. NPD reports that 75% of gamers prefer physical media to digital. Yeah, I thought that was a little interesting. Like, considering that, this generation, like, the digital games have been pushed pretty hard, and people still want
they
those
definitely
physical. Yeah.
Another funny tidbit. GameStop CEO back when I was listening to this podcast a couple of years ago said, full retail games won't be downloadable to consoles until the year 2020.
What an idiot.
Yeah. Pretty much.
God, what an idiot.
This was in 2008, I believe, is when I was listening to that one.
Even still.
Still, that's only a couple of years ago. 2020. But anyways, yeah.
2008. I thought you could already get full game. Like a year later, they were out. Like that
Pretty
was
much.
man. That guy was way off.
Pretty much.
2020, man. That's 6 years away still.
Yep.
In 6
Imagine.
years, that's going to be the only way to buy games.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. So speaking of this, did you see? I posted a link to Twitter on this about this article that the Library of Congress is now having some problems with some of their CDs because it's hard to keep those. I don't know. It's hard to preserve those.
It's
They fail after time.
Yeah, and they were showing some pictures of some CDs that they had exposed to some heat and stuff, and basically it just erodes, and all you have is just the plastic left.
Why don't they burn these to their hard drives?
Well, I think they want to keep the actual copies.
Well, make backups, man.
Well, yeah, but it's not about the backup; it's about the original thing, It's Library of
Digital
Congress.
medium, it's a perfect copy.
Yeah, it's it's already backed
degradation.
up. It's already backed up in the Library of Congress, but you want to have the actual thing as well.
I mean, okay. Sure.
Anyway, yeah.
That's
So, Mark Greentree and all of his CDs that he's getting, all his Blu-ray
they're gonna just
things,
die.
all that high quality stuff, it's gone.
Yep. When I'm 100 years old, I'll have my iTunes collection because iTunes ain't going nowheres.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Just like Blockbuster's going nowhere.
All of a sudden,
they're
iTunes
dead.
Match is going to go down. What are we going to do if iTunes Match ever goes down?
Oh, wow, that would be a horrific day.
Yeah.
All
Go to
music.
Spotify.
I have all my stuff
music.
downloaded, but I don't.
It's not
I
my
mean,
personal collection.
ugh.
all my limited edition soundtracks I've done over the years. You know?
Yeah, but you guys don't keep your original copies in the cloud. You guys have the original copies of your
At
music,
my mom's
right?
house in Indiana, I don't want to fly back just to get my music back. I guess I do have at my Drobo. I got my downloaded copy. But
I
still,
don't know. I don't really have any like original copies anymore. I just like rip CDs and then I get rid of them. Like
you go to the
and
library,
and then I match them to the iTunes store.
Oh, yeah,
and
but-
that's my copy now.
But if they cut off iTunes Match, you would still have all the copies on your
They
hard
would
drive,
warn
right?
us
yeah, that's
ahead
true.
of
Yeah,
time, I would
I
hope.
have them all downloaded.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think this multi-billion-dollar company is going anywhere.
No, I don't think it is.
So
Not without a warning.
I don't know, Ping, but the Ping service went away, and
that was nice.
it was
So
there, and then it wasn't.
EA is shutting down online services for DS and Wii games, which makes sense.
I played a decent bit of EA games online on my Wii,
So it didn't use.
but that was like
Nintendo's-
5 years ago.
It didn't use the Wi-Fi Connect.
No, they didn't. EA actually. So for much slack as EA gets, or flack, or whatever we want to say, back in the Wii days, if there was a game I was going to play online, it would probably be an EA game because they use their own infrastructure, and generally it worked a lot better than Nintendo's. You could have lobbies, and you can have voice chat. There were a few EA first-person shooters I played, like Medal of Honor, that did a pretty good job of online, better than Nintendo was doing. So, yeah, they're not. It wasn't a bad experience at all. It was much better than what Nintendo was offering, that's for sure.
So it's May 18th today.
2 days.
And May 20th is the last day of Wi-Fi Connect.
Oh, is that today?
No, 2 days.
Oh,
from now.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
If he wants to play Animal Crossing Wild World,
I don't know. Who wants to play Mario Kart?
I feel bad for all the people playing like Pokemon games still, like the
What?
kids playing the
Yeah.
Pokemons.
Is anyone planning to do anything special on May 20th as a final send-off to Wi-Fi connection? Or are you just going to let it go?
We should attempt to play a Smash Brothers game.
why would you want to
play
put
with friends,
yourself
can't
through
you?
that?
Uh,
Yeah, you can.
crash their servers.
can?
Yeah,
Their
you can play with
server.
friends.
You can
Yeah.
play just with 3 people as friends?
Yeah, totally.
Uh-huh.
It
should
sucks,
play.
but you can do
We should
it.
try that. I could live stream
so
that
terrible.
experience.
It's terrible, man.
I've
You
done
gotta
it.
like
but I've
block
done
out like a
the
6-hour
anybody.
period, and nobody has time for that.
I kind of want to try that.
It's not fun.
It's so bad. It's hilarious.
It's the opposite of fun. Like,
It's pretty great in its badness.
But
But yeah, any send-offs planned by any of you guys? Any
No.
last online matches of Mario Kart?
nope.
no.
Download those Layden puzzles.
I'm trying to think of the game I played the most using Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. It was probably a Pokemon game. I don't really.
Mine was Mario Kart for sure.
I didn't play that much Mario Kart Wii.
Mine was Smash Brothers. Like as much like for how
You're
terrible
joking,
it was.
right?
No, I'm serious. I
played
played
online
Smash
Smash
Brothers.
Brothers?
Oh yeah, I played it a lot.
I played a decent
Oh,
bit.
it didn't work.
Yeah,
It worked. I mean, you would just have to wait a long time for matches.
yeah. You had to wait a while, and then it was really frustrating. But you know,
Laggy.
I played
Yeah.
it.
Well, mine went like it was like stop motion animation in Smash.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's
Yep.
how it is.
And you played like that.
You had a lot of time to plan out your moves.
Ooh, I played I played Metroid on the DS a lot online. That was using Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. Okay, that would be my number one. Was Metroid
Yeah.
Prime Hunters. Yeah.
That and Tetris DS had a good online component. I played a ton. Those two would
Man,
probably
I
be.
want Metroid Prime Hunters on the 3DS.
How much is that on eBay? I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I need to get that game again.
Is there anything good to
Underrated
do
game.
in Soul Silver? I mean, I don't know.
You won't be able to trade Pokemon anymore. So
I got it. The X and Y's, you know.
I guess yeah.
Yeah.
You can't battle each other.
Yeah, it'll suck. Diddy Kong Racing DS.
There's the Diddy Kong Racing for DS.
Oh yeah, it's online support.
Here's a buy it now for Metroid Prime Hunters. The game only is $10.
Oh man, that's worth it.
That is worth it. Actually, I don't have the game anymore, but I still have the box for some reason.
There you go. Get the game and
Yeah, it'd be
put
perfect.
it in your box.
Oh my god, here's an original DS box that had the Metroid Prime like art on it.
It's pretty great.
With the DS fad on the box, yeah.
So, Look at the notes here. The last one I've seen in the Evernote here is clear idea on direction the next hardware will take. He wants to pick this one up.
John?
Oh, yeah, so Nintendo, Iwata came out and elaborated on a few things they talked about during the investor meeting, and one of them was, a quote was, "Once we launch a new platform, we naturally start to prepare for our next one. As it takes several years to develop a single platform, if you ask us whether we are preparing for our next one or not, the correct response would be that we're always developing new hardware." Then he went on to say, "On the other hand, the most difficult question for us to answer in public is concrete terms what we're going to launch as far as our new hardware." Yeah, when. But pretty much he said that, yeah, they know exactly what they're doing for the future. So they have no doubt what their next console would be.
Which is logical. They have an R&D department probably bigger than the other companies, at least.
It's true, but I don't think I've ever heard them say this early on in a console system that, yeah, we know where we're going from here
They've
on
never
out.
been asked that before, have they, really?
To
this degree?
Maybe not to this degree, but they've never been that willing to say, hey, we know what's up next. They're always saying, hey, we're focusing on what we're doing right now. They've never, not to my knowledge, recollection, ever said, yeah, we know what's next. Don't worry about it.
It also states that Iwata says, "I of course believe that launching new hardware will not produce good results unless we first make sure that those who already purchased our platforms are satisfied.
Yeah.
We'll continue to work hard to ensure that consumers who already own our platforms are satisfied, great value in our software. But I would like to say that we are preparing for our next hardware system, and in fact, we already have a clear idea to some extent about the next where it's going the next generation." So.
My big guess is that they have a clear direction that hopefully the 3DS and the Wii U, or their mobile and their home platforms, will kind of merge together better than they are now. Maybe.
You think it's time the
I think it's
home
time
console portable?
Maybe it's time that your portable system becomes the controller for your home console. Maybe.
Because my fear with that is, I want a larger controller than what a portable should be.
I don't know. They just have to. They have to merge better than they are now.
They have to figure that out. Yeah, for sure. Because I also feel that would drive up the price. You'd have a $400 system if they're doing 2-in-1.
Yeah, that's true.
Which works for adults, but maybe not for kids that need the lower. I don't know.
It's hard for me to see them going anywhere else than having a controller with a screen on it. What else would they do after? I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be a backward step to do a boring controller again.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm kind of worried about this because you look back and they were already planning, like they were looking towards like motion controls for the GameCube, and then it actually came out on the Wii. And then with the Wii, they were already looking at a screen on the controller, and then that came out with the Wii U. So it's like, if they're continuing this, they're planning on something with the second screen, but it was like something that they were already looking at that they're just going to add to this. And I'm thinking that with, just kind of how the Wii U is being perceived right now, that their next console, people are just going to kind of blow it off if it continues like this.
Do you think it'll be a big hardware jump in a huge way? Like that?
It would have to be. I think so, because they see, for them to even
That's what's getting
compete
bagged
anymore.
on, right?
Yeah.
Mainly?
Well, that and the controller, I think. People are like, I don't want a big tablet. A lot of people. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll be curious. Will they dump the Wii name by this time?
They need to.
Yep.
Nintendo Revolution. What if that was the actual name of the next
They
console?
should have.
The code name. Yeah, that should have been the name.
They should have dumped it already.
Wii worked really well and sold them a lot. But I wonder, they codenamed it Revolution. Could they actually launch a console now called Nintendo Revolution?
I'm sure they could. Honestly, I think the
It'd
Wii
have to be
U,
a revolution. That'd have to be something big.
the Wii U would be doing better, I think, if it wasn't named after the Wii.
Yeah, because people think I already have the Wii. Why do I need the Wii U?
Kinda, yeah. It's just I don't. It
makes sense logically that this is Wii for me. Yeah, but
I think when
for
gamers
mass
hear
market, it doesn't
Wii,
make
it turns.
sense.
I think when gamers hear Wii, it turns them off because they're just reminded of all the the
I
stuff
was
they
turned
didn't
off by the
get.
original Wii for sure.
What
I
about?
mean, I love the original Wii, but after owning it for a couple years, it turned me off because I felt like I was let down on all the promises I was made as far as games. And I think that's when gamers hear Wii and Wii U or Wii, they just think, oh, I'm just going to be disappointed again. So,
Do you think that calling it the Wii 2 would have been better?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, or Super Wii, anything, like, I don't know.
Wii HD? No, that'd be too much of a.
That's
just HD
that's too
version of
cliche.
What about
Yeah.
the Wii-ness?
No.
That would have been better. That would
Yeah,
have
the
been better.
Wii
no.
Nintendo Entertainment
Oh,
System.
no.
The Wii NES.
So much worse.
The Wii NES. I like
so
it.
much more,
The
so many more
Wii-ness.
jokes. There's so many more jokes about the
Oh, that's good. I like that.
man. Oh boy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't say "but" right after Wii-ness.
Weenus butt.
Nintendo Power.
I mean, I don't know what a good name would have been. System with a tablet controller. What would you call that? Nintendo screen.
Nintendo Experience?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
How about, what if they make another GameCube? Looks like the GameCube. So much better. I just want another GameCube. Is all I'm saying.
GameCube 2.
I want all my GameCube games remastered in HD.
They can do that
And
now.
I want my GameCube to come out and look exactly like it.
I'm hoping at
And-
E3 we see at least one remastered GameCube game.
Sunshine.
Oh yeah, oh man.
Sunshine looks like crap today, so I want to
Sunshine.
Yeah, I want Sunshine to come out.
I wouldn't mind F-Zero for GameCube being remastered because it already looks good.
I want Sunshine. That's my number one game. I just want
I
that.
would love
Yeah,
Rogue
I'd like-
Squadron
I'd like that
remastered.
too. Ooh,
Make that
yeah.
magic happen, Disney and dead.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Master
LucasArts
a game, but the
LucasArts is
developers are
done.
dead.
No, it's hard. It's really hard.
Okay. That would be such a miracle if Rogue Squadron 2 got remastered. Wow.
It depends. Some games, making a new GoldenEye would be impossible because there were 3 developers involved in that, and none of them own the rights to GoldenEye anymore. So it's it's lost forever. But with Star Wars, I feel like it might be a little easier to get those
Yeah, since
rights
they're still
back in
locked
place.
away somewhere.
Yeah, since it's Star Wars and all, so I'm sure someone will give up or pay money to have the rights to it, whichever it takes.
Well, I'm sure they treated it a little bit better than George Lucas did of the original films that were left to rot.
I mean, were they left to rot, or were they weren't thinking, hey, these things will deteriorate over time?
Both, I guess.
And did Jaws just get left around? Did that deteriorate over time?
I think Jaws was better off.
Hey, they cleaned up Star Wars, and then they
They
ruined
did.
it, but they still cleaned it up.
It did. So, anything else on today's show? The last one before Mario Kart.
We got new Club Nintendo rewards.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Kirby's
Mario
Adventure
Kart
in 3D
64.
for Wii.
Super Metroid that you can get for 30 cents. That's why I got that extra 30 cents for my price matching.
Yeah, you did a price match for 30 cents. That's
Wait.
a waste of time.
You did a price match with who?
That's
Okay, I went to Best Buy. Anytime I shop at Best Buy, my phone is out, and they know me. I'm walking around price matching. I got another fit meter, so one for me, one for my fiance, and
Little humble brag. I'm at 34,762 steps a day.
Humble brag, is that what you
Little
said?
humble brag.
that's what it's called. A little humble brag.
Little
I
humble
sat in my
brag.
chair. I work at a call center, and somehow I got almost 3,000 steps. So I don't know how that happened.
Now, Aaron, are you
Same
able to have
chair.
treadmill desks at where you work?
No, but there's a gym there.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see. Yes, I
So you
was
priced that
in
for 30
Best Buy.
cents.
I was in Best Buy, and I walk around my phone. I was like, "Oh, fit meter. It's $17.99. That's cheaper than normal." I picked it up, and I was like, "You know what? Can I get this cheaper than $17.99?" And it was cheaper, $17.69. I found. So I price matched it for 30 cents, and people thought I was crazy, but it's 30 cents. It's worth it. It adds up. I could have got Super Metroid for that. I could have got what else? I could have got Donkey Kong, with F-Zero. I got all these games.
Yeah,
30 cents.
I guess. I just, how much extra time did it take to price match that?
Well, so that's the thing. It's already something that I always do when I look at a price of anything. If I said I'm going to buy it, I already look it up to see if I can get it cheaper. So that part was already done. The part that took time was I would like to price match this.
Person, yeah.
Here's my phone. And she looked at it and then was like, really? That's what took time.
She probably, most times they have to go to their website on their computers now.
No, they didn't have to there. Because I let her look at my phone, and they normally tap the link and make sure it's like active, and like make it PDF.
Oh, our Best Buy is are now being stricter with that.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, there's a price match. Any other cool Club Nintendo rewards?
Brain Age Express and the 3DS.
Okay, cool.
That's not really cool, but
Brain Age, brain's good, make smarter.
I guess.
But I'm back in the Wii Fit U. I've been doing a lot of stuff in there. I've been running around Chicago and all the...
Oh, that's what I'm doing
challenges.
right now, Chicago.
Yeah, I've done 4 or 5 of them. I've completed. I'm making some good progress there. But, yeah, Wii Fit U, I love that thing. It's my most played video game to date this month, probably.
To date this month.
To date, and then you have to correct it because you've spent like 3 years playing Sub Wars already.
Well, I'm 50 hours in the Wii Fit U, so I'm going to beat Sub Wars pretty soon as far as average. So,
what about
anyways.
Pokemon? Your Pokemon's up to like 500 hours.
On the Wii U, I should say. I also started up Wind Waker again. I'm playing that again. That's a lot of fun. Anything else you want to talk about, John?
Not that I can think of.
Cool. Aaron, what about you?
Nope.
Cool. If you're on the live stream, Aaron and I will be doing a Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of short podcast, 20 to 30 minutes. We both saw the movie. We're going to talk about that after this show. That's also being up in the YouTube T-Chatten channel afterwards if you're listening to the audio version. And our next episode will be on May 30th, so don't fear when we're not here next weekend. We are, for the first time, have stuff going on. So we'll be doing Mario Kart 8 May 30th. We'll be doing a show then. I think it's evening plans, so 9 p.m. is 10 p.m.? I don't know what time.
Sounds good. We'll figure it out.
Sometime that night, so just praise the Twitter.
Depends on how much I'm playing Mario Kart.
Yes, we may be just, we could do a show while we're just playing online matches and yelling at each other. That'd be fun.
Honestly, I think that might turn into. I might just get on my phone. And,
then we're just playing Mario Kart. It's like, oh no! Yeah. Anyway, that'll be lots of fun.
That's what we should do. That's going to be the next 6 months worth of shows.
We're just playing Mario Kart. Hopefully.
So, John, where can folks find you on their webs?
You can find me everywhere, or not everywhere. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Miiverse, Tumblr at John Wesley.
Okay, very cool. And Aaron, what about yourself?
You can find me at ALRibeiro239. We're at Twitter and stuff.
Can I aim you there? Can I send you an instant message on AIM?
Yes, you can at my ALRibeiro239 on iCloud.
And this podcast you can find at Nintendo Club Pod on Twitter. You can email us using any standard email protocol, including IMAP, POP, or Exchange. At Nintendo Club Podcast at gmail.com. You don't have to use Gmail. It's an open protocol.
Except Juno. If you send from Juno, we will not accept it.
So, Nintendo Club Podcast at gmail.com. Find the show on
Don't
Google
use
Plus.
that Facebook mail. I don't want...
No Facebook mail.
Does that exist still?
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
got shut down.
Oh, yeah.
Shut down.
No, I thought it's still out there.
It shut down.
Okay.
So what were people like? What about the people using it? They just said, "Sorry, it's done."
You don't have an email anymore.
You don't have any email anymore.
Yeah, we're on Google Plus as a community. Just search for our podcast. That's where you'll find out when we go live. And you can watch the show after the fact over at youtube.com/TCHATEN. And Google looks like it's buying Twitch, so maybe this will be on Twitch as well. I doubt it. I don't know. We'll see. That was a new story I forgot about until now. So
It's Google buying everything. They're
YouTube's buying Twitch. Yay.
going to buy everything and ruin it.
They buy everything they think's a threat to them.
Pretty much. Merciless. But that's a show. We're back on May 30th. have a good rest of your week and a half. And go pre-order Mario Karts. If you go into the
From Best
Nintendo
Buy.
World Store to get your limited edition, let me know. That'd be cool.
I want
Bye-bye.
that. And get your gift card, your gas kick.
Yeah, get
Oh,
that
yes, gas
card.
gift cards.
Pays for your trip there to pick it up.
I hope so. It's $10. Anyways. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next time for level 52 on Mario Kart Spectacular. Bye.